The Ministry of Finance's decision to impose a 50% deduction from revenue-generating agencies typically aims to address pressing fiscal challenges such as reducing budget deficit, managing public budgets. Some of the issues highlighted by chairman of the committee is that similar deduction from other agencies had been refunded. The Nigerian Shippers Council had yet to receive its reimbursement. Honorable Mohammed expressed concern that the non-release and delay in refunding the funds have caused significant operation challenges for the council, including difficulties in paying staff salaries and retirees' entitlement.
Aware that the Federal Ministry of Finance deducted 50% of council's account balance in December 2023 under the provisions of the 2021 Finance Act, while similar deductions from other agencies have been refunded, the Nigeria Shippers Council has not received its refund. Concerned that the Federal Ministry of Finance has been slow and inconsistent in releasing the 2% portion of the 7% port development levies surcharge allocated to the Council, resulting in delayed and insufficient funding. Worried that the non-release and delayed release of funds have caused significant operational challenges for the Council, including an inability to pay salaries and retirees' entitlements.
In a related development, the House also urged the Federal Ministry of Power to declare electricity distribution companies, DISCOs, as non-state actors and take immediate steps to address their alleged reckless actions which pose a threat to the nation's economy.
It has been a practice all over the world that private companies or private partnership works, particularly in tapping the untapped mineral resources all over the world. In other words, the private sector may have the skills, the know-how, and everything to tap the mineral resources, but it may not have the financial resources to do that. And at the end of the period, by the time you have a PPP arrangement, you realize that each and every resources all over the country will be tapped to the highest order or to the maximum level.
Moving the motion, Honorable Ibrahim Isiaka decried the unfair practices of DISCOs, particularly their demand for additional payments from consumers to replace electricity meters that had already been paid for during installment. He describes these demands as dubious, eroding consumer trust and exacerbating financial burdens on households and businesses.
Also notes that Nigerian consumers paid for electricity meters and installations, but these schools now demanding additional payment for replacement of the same meters under dubious pretenses, undermining consumer trust and exacerbating financial...
Order, please. Members of Borno Caucus, please maintain orderliness. I can see why Orubujaha is unable to take control. You could have used your own campaign voice.
Worried that consumers are being coerced into paying for meters which they have earlier financed, causing financial strain on households and businesses already facing economic challenges now. The House is also worried about the sabotage of economic development by DISCOs, where essential services are used against citizens intended to serve, thereby stifling growth and development.
Also, the House of Representatives have passed for second reading a bill for an act to assure adequate funding for mineral resources exploration and extraction through public-private partnership. Sponsor of the bill, Honorable Lanre Okunlola, member representing Surulere's 2nd Federal Constituency, Lagos State, while leading the debates during plenary, explained that the aim of the bill is to ensure that the mining industry reaches its full potential. Honorable Okunlola said that the partnership will reduce the nation's dependence on oil and will boost the economy as well as create job opportunity.
The aim of this bill is to ensure that our mining sector reaches its full potential, creating jobs and fostering economic growth and strengthening our country's self-sufficiency in mineral resources. Mr. Speaker, the objective of this bill is to bring the private sector expertise and for effective and efficient mineral resource industry. Clearly, this is outlined in the bill. While the extraction of Nigerian abundant mineral resource through partnership between the public and private sector, this approach will reduce our dependency on oil and diversify the economy in making sure that the mining sector is both driven locally and internationally.
Members, while contributing the debate, noted that if the bill is passed, it will boost the value of nation's economy as the untapped mineral resources in the country is more than 80%.
Now, mining industry, we had much value to our economy. Mr. Speaker, this bill in Zimbabwe, there is an arrangement like this. We can as well do better because we have abundant mineral resources lying fallow, untapped. And if my distinguished colleagues support this bill, it will help our economy.
Following further debates, the Speaker of the House, after calling for voice votes which went to the House majority, referred the bill to the Committee on Solid Minerals Development for the legislative input.